Hello, this is Olivier for a quick video. This is an answer to MetalMickey video, top 10 of 1989. I saw his video and MetalMickey, I mean, he's a great dude, he's doing nice videos, and if you don't know his channel, I definitely recommend to subscribe. And he's, as his channel name says, mainly focused on metal and thrash metal. Therefore, when I decided to do this video as an answer or a response to his video, I decided to go only for metal and thrash metal of 1989, which is on the other side as well the period where I was heavily in thrash death metal. I was at this time 16 years old, and that was my favorite type of music. So I'm starting with this record from Toxic, which is and that's my 10th out of the 10, which is an American band from New York. I think they did 2 albums. I don't have the second one, but it's still on my want list, and I will definitely go for it. Toxic is really, really good. Next one is Vengence, which I think, if I remember well, was a Dutch band. I mean, it's Toxic was more thrash metal. Vengeance is more kind of heavy metal, maybe even a bit glam metal. But a really, really great band, good album. I love the title song Arabia, which is really definitely a really, really good song, and that remembers me, in the late 80s when I was going to a disco in Germany. It was a heavy metal disco, and they were playing this song Arabia, which was again really a great song. Next one is Forbidden, Raw Evil. It's live at the Dynamo. Forbidden, a US band, Californian band from the Bay Area. Really, really good band. I liked his live. I mean, it's a really good live. They start with Victim of Change, which is the cover of Judas Priest. And go for different songs. It's an EP. Really good band. Next one, Overdose. I mean, I have seen this record already in another video. Overdose, Brazilian band from Belo Horizonte. Really, really good band. They are coming from the same city than Sepultura. First time I heard about Overdose was on the split record that I did with Sepultura, the first Sepultura record, which was one face Sepultura, the other face was Overdose. Really, really great band, good album. I really like the first side of this album. The second side is good as well, but the first one, in my taste, is much better. Obituary, here we are coming more to death metal. Obituary, definitely a great band. I bought this record back in the days in '89. I remember exactly if it would be yesterday, the place I bought it, with who I was, and slowly we wrote a really good album. I have another Obituary album, but I prefer this one, and that's definitely in my top 10 of 1989. Next one, Pestilence. It's a Dutch death metal band. Really, really good album. I didn't bought this one back in the day. I bought it more recently. I found a copy in Brazil. They are really, really hard to find. But again, really, really good album, death metal album. And I definitely recommend for people who like death metal and who don't know Pestilence to check it out. Next one, Testament, obviously, that probably everyone knows. Testament, Bay Area, or California band as well. And this album, Practice What You Preach, which is definitely a really good album. Next one, Creator, which is one of my preferred thrash metal band from Germany, with Sodom probably, and Extreme Aggression, which is a really, really good album. Maybe not my preferred one, but I think, you know, I like everything Creator did at the beginning, the 5-6 first albums. So Extreme Aggression, really good album from Creator. Next one, Sepultura, Beneath the Remains, which is for me one of my preferred Sepultura album. It came out a bit later. I think, if I'm not wrong, it's the fourth album. It's the fourth album. If I don't consider the split album, if I consider the split album, that would be the fifth album. A really, really good album from Sepultura. Next one, King Diamond, Conspiracy. It's from far not my preferred King Diamond album, but I'm a big King Diamond fan. And look, even if it's not the best album in my view, it definitely ranks really high in 1989 in my taste. I was struggling for the first place, so I put in second, in number 2, Running Wild, Death and Glory. I love Running Wild. I love this song, Death and Glory, and this album, which is as well a really, really good album. But again, my preferred song on this album is really the song Death and Glory, or Riding the Storm, sorry. Death and Glory is the title of the album. Riding the Storm, which is a really, really great song. I mean, all the album is a solid album, but again, this song especially is really, really good. They have, of course, as well a title which is called Death and Glory, which is good as well. But again, Riding the Storm, definitely my preferred song on this album and my preferred song from Running Wild. Last one, and then the number one for me in 1989 is Wasp, the Headless Children. So I hesitate with Running Wild because, again, I like so much Riding the Storm, but Wasp, I mean, look, the Headless Children is probably one of my preferred album from Wasp. There is not one bad song on this album. The album is really, really good. Look, I mean, all the titles here are really great. I mean, the Heretic, the Real Me, the Headless Children, which is really, really good. Thunderhead, I mean, look, and then the second phase of the record, I mean, as well, you know, Mean Man, Forever Free, Rebel in the FDG. I mean, it's a really solid album, and each single song is really, in my taste, a great song. So Wasp, number one for 1989. Again, I really loved his album, and MetalMickey put Wasp as well on the top 3. I don't remember exactly which position he put it, but definitely a really good album. Thank you for watching. Please leave your comment, and speak to you soon.